severe weather alert.
We've got severe thunderstorms hammering the tropics of Queensland at the moment. This is what things are looking like over Port Douglas. And as we have a look at what's going on at Ellis Beach, as you can see, a very ominous cloud moving through. Now, these storms have been dropping some decent amounts of rain. 52 millimetres have come down at Camarunga. We've seen 7 millimetres falling in 10 minutes at Cairns. And at Cairns Racecourse, we've just seen the temperature falling by about 6 degrees in 3 minutes there, and winds gusting to 80 kilometres per hour. Now, winds are what the warning for these storms are for, damaging winds, so that brings the potential of gusts up above 90 kilometres per hour. Now, in terms of our severe thunderstorm warning area, it extends all the way down from areas including Mount Garnet up to just south of Port Douglas. So we've got places like Atherton, Mareeba and Cairns within this warning area, and that's where we're expecting these storms will continue to impact over the next few hours. If you require assistance, the number to call is the SES on 132 500. On the satellite imagery, you can see that lightning flaring up associated with these storms, but you also see something rather distinct twirling out here in the Coral Sea. It's Tropical Cyclone Oma, and I'm joined live now by Dean Scarbossa from the Bureau of Meteorology's Extreme Weather Desk. And Dean, what sort of impacts are we starting to see from Oma already in parts of Queensland, and what are we expecting over the next couple of days?
Yeah, good afternoon. So severe tropical cyclone Oma was upgraded this afternoon to a severe Category 3 system. That means sustained winds of in excess of 120 kilometres per hour near the centre. Currently located about 120 kilometres northeast, 1,200 kilometres rather, northeast of Brisbane. It's moving slowly, around about 10 kilometres towards the southwest. We are already starting to see some impacts along the southern Queensland coast, and this is due to that quite powerful easterly swell leading to hazardous surf conditions, and there is a warning current for that.
Now, Dean, we've seen new modelling coming out today. Is there now the potential that we could see this system making landfall in Queensland over the next week?
Yeah, look, there's quite a lot of uncertainty associated with the future path of this particular system, and it's the one that's kept us on our toes for the last 3 to 4 days. So it is expected to continue moving towards the southwest. However, from around about Thursday evening into Friday, it's quite uncertain its path. There's still a chance it could go southeast, but latest model guidance suggests it's most likely to take more of a west to northwesterly track, heading towards the Queensland coast. It's a bit too far out at this stage to say whether it will make a coastal crossing. However, most models are indicating approaching the coast and potentially moving parallel to the southern Queensland coast.
And if it does approach or cross the coast, is there the potential that it could still be at tropical cyclone strength at that point?
Yeah, look, there is. We think that the system should weaken as it approaches the coast. It's moving into a slightly less favourable environment. However, it could still be a Category 1 system, maybe even stronger depending on the situation. So regardless, however, of this, whatever the solution may be, come Thursday, Friday and even into the weekend, the risks of hazardous surf, dangerous surf leading to significant coastal erosion and also local coastal inundation due to abnormally high tides are likely.
And Dean, it seems like the focus of our weather at the moment is in Queensland. Heatwave conditions are building there. Just how intense is it getting? And are we seeing this impacting on areas that have just been ravaged by flood as well?
Yeah, that's correct. And in fact, this heat wave extending across northern Queensland into central and northern NT is directly linked to severe tropical cyclone Oma. Essentially, all this mass lifted up by the thunderstorms in TT Oma is being dumped over northern Australia, and that leads to quite hot and dry conditions. Temperatures generally 8 to 12 degrees above average, leading to severe to locally extreme heat wave conditions. Like you mentioned, around the Townsville area, previously flood-affected areas of the Gulf country as well, still affected by flooding as well. Some locations right across inland Queensland, even into NT's top end, may reach or even exceed February maximum records.
So how long are we going to see that heat hanging around?
A few days, Thursday, and then easing somewhat into the Friday. The heat actually doesn't really move too much other than towards the west before taking more of a southerly track or recirculate around the Australian continent. Heat will build then over the weekend over Western Australia, move towards the south over southwest WA before early next week potentially moving over South Australia and the southeastern states.
Dean Scarbossa from the Bureau of Meteorology's Extreme Weather Desk. Thank you so very much for that. Let's have a closer look at just what we are expecting or already seeing actually as a result of Tropical Cyclone Oma and this large surf impacting on the coast of Queensland. And we have seen mud rocks claiming a victim needed to be towed out of the water here because those waves really whipped up quite quickly. And we are seeing that large surf impacting across Queensland. The car completely inundated as we saw that huge swell starting to come in. And we are seeing also the risk of abnormally high tides associated with this large easterly swell being pushed in as a result of Tropical Cyclone Oma. Now, we do have hazardous surf warnings in place for parts of the Queensland coast. We're seeing that pretty much from parts of the Carpentaria coast down to the New South Wales border. So anywhere south of 1770, we are seeing the impact of that being felt. And we could also see those abnormally high tides anywhere to the south of Sandy Cape. Stay with us here on Sky News Weather. We've got your full forecast across Australia coming up.